We are here at CES, our last video here with our Vice Chair of Clients and Industries, Lynne Sterrett. And I mentioned last time, we're gonna talk a little bit, like we've been on the floor multiple times. I think I've always walked out of CES a little hopeful, right? So we did that floor together, that floor walk together in 2021. It's now 2026. We're 5 years down that path. As you look at what you got to see on the floor, not just in the digital health, across everything, what gives you hope and excitement?
Well, I just think the continued pace of technology change is really getting me excited. And what I love, I mean, for me personally, it's the things that matter now. There's a lot going into mental health and well-being,
Yes.
which I'm really excited about. Aging gracefully and staying active aging, I'm really excited about. Women's health, I think it's still not exactly where I'd love for it to be showcased here as much as it, I think it should be. But I'm really excited about all this is leading up to the possibilities of absence of disease, the possibilities of being able to recognize they may have a precursor to a disease in the future, and giving you data that maybe you make behavioral changes to actually put yourself in a better position from an overall health perspective.
Yeah, I love this. As I started to walk the floor, and now having done this for 5 years too, we're moving from data acquisition to insights. Now, not everyone's doing it, but what I think is that to me is a shift, because you're not just saying, oh, your sleep patterns are disrupted.
Yeah.
By the way, if you sleep crappy, guess what? That does great. The next day I'll try to get better. But there's things out there now that can help correct your sleep while you're sleeping. Yeah. There's actions within we've talked about glucose monitoring, one of our earlier segments, around how it can track and give you recommendations. So as you look forward through into 27, and we think about like what you want to continue to explore. You mentioned women's health, and I agree. We've kind of seen like data collection still there, less insights. What's another area that you're super excited to see blown out in 2027 as the year?
Well, what I want to really see also is just scale. I feel sometimes when I walk the floor like it's all interesting one-off. We got to get this in the general population and get it at a price point that people can actually use it to make changes in their healthcare and changes in how they're viewing their health and using technology in an everyday way. I feel like we just got to have some things at scale that really start moving the needle with people owning their health and using the data to own their health.
And they have to meet people with where they're at. I think there's one thing we were talking earlier about. You can't necessarily, it's not the same approach for everyone. You have to find people in the moment that matters with something that's valuable.
Yeah.
And to your point, at a price point that is affordable.
Yeah.
And I think that becomes really critical.
Yeah, I love it.
So, we have had an amazing opportunity to spend so much time with Lynne. Lynne, thank you for all your time.
Andy.
So we're gonna close out our series here. Again, Lynne Sterrett, Vice Chair of Clients and Industries. We had 6 wonderful segments. I hope you enjoyed it. Go back and watch them again, they're insightful.